Vice President will get all of Biden's campaign money, and on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. Now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how... Okay, bad example.
Man, I couldn't wait to jump into this and show you guys how Bill Maher absolutely destroyed the whole DI narrative. If you don't know what DI stands for, let me say it loud and clear. Didn't earn it. And then we follow that up with the truth. Unqualified. You already know how we say it. But before we go further, I just want to wish the best for all of you. Right now, millions of people are struggling, suffering, and going through hard times. Just look around. Everything happening speaks for itself. We even have a full list of the Biden-Harris administration's so-called accomplishments. And honestly, you can't make this stuff up. And now their last strategy, gender and race, identity politics. But the people who think for themselves, the ones who truly understand what's going on, they're not blindly following mainstream media or fake narratives. We don't care about gender. We don't care about race. It's one human race. We should be united, but instead, they want division. I know some of you say, just get to the point. But I have to keep it real. People are struggling, and it feels like we're in a fight to take our country back. America doesn't even feel like America anymore. It's becoming a laughing stock. People are tired of the lies, tired of being tired. All week, all we hear is the same topics. LGBT, abortion, again and again. But what about the real issues? Look at the policies. Look at the results. That list is going viral right now. And today's video is going to open your eyes. Big shout out to Courageous Media. Link in the description. And yeah, Bill Maher, even though we know how he usually is, actually exposed something major this time. He's been shedding light on things lately, even making unexpected comments about Donald Trump. He may not like to admit it, but the truth is coming out. We all know what type of time he's on, but this time he got it right. So let's get into it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and God bless you and your families during these difficult times.
And what I could see is replacing the vice president. Because, yeah, she's not very popular anywhere. And it didn't seem to work out. And I don't know, that's been done before on a ticket. I just think she's a bad politician.
As we all know, elections matter. And when folks vote, they order what they want. And in this case, they got what they asked for.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time. And I am here, standing here on the northern flank, on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies.
It is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically that's wrong.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't know. We must together
She's certainly right. That never gets old. She hasn't gone to the border. She hasn't been,
ain't gone.
Now I think
Ain't
she's
gone.
been to the border once or twice. She's been to Europe a couple of times. I don't know that she can find Ukraine on a map, but evidently it exists next to a bigger country called Russia. That never gets old. Hey, welcome back. We have a great show tonight. Bill Maher actually went in on Kamala Harris. You've got to see this. It is quite humorous. The sad part is it's all true, and it's pretty eye-opening, but you've got to see Bill Maher just roast Kamala Harris. So without further ado, let's go.
I just want to be your guide here and tell you what the choices are. Kamala Harris, vice president, will get all of Biden's campaign money. And on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. And now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no finger. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how... Okay, bad example. Gavin
Come on
Newsom
in.
is the...
All right. Bill Maher.
Come on in.
Going in on Kamala Harris. Oh, the memes, the jokes will never get old because she says the dumbest things. We could have played that compilation at the beginning of the show for another 3 minutes. It just goes on and on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Now, I think that some of her ridiculous, stupid word salad sayings are going to somewhat dry up because now she's going to have an army of speechwriters, and every outing that she does will be telepromptered. All she'll have to do is read from the teleprompter. It's all she'll have to do. The only time you're ever going to catch her being extemporaneous is maybe in a press conference. We'll see how those go. But some of the word salads are going to dry up, which is why we're never going to stop playing them. Just to remind people that she is not the brightest bulb in the chandelier. Regardless of how much Bill Maher wants to say she's smart, she just doesn't come off that way. But she is extremely unpopular. And I don't know if the Democrats are going to live to regret this. Installing Kamala Harris without a vote, without a primary, basically an oligarch decision based on the Democrat elites going to the delegates and saying, you're going to vote for Harris. And so now she's got enough delegates to carry the nomination. If there's no contest, if there's no open convention. Right now, the only wild card to that is Barack Obama, who has not endorsed Kamala Harris.
So yeah, this was recorded right before everything happened, before that awkward and cringy phone call where they said, "We're so proud of you." Proud of what? Honestly, what has she done? And once again, we're going to hear the same thing all the way until November, gender and race. It's going to be pushed everywhere, and people are already getting tired of it. There are still people who don't understand what's going on. Some just want to see a woman win or make history without looking at the bigger picture. But now, people are starting to push back. They're questioning things. We have the list, and it covers everything. The border, inflation, the economy, conflicts like Ukraine and Israel. Everything is on it. Corruption, rising issues, it's all there. And like I always say, different face, same policies. Policies that put America last. There are still people struggling. Yet they don't even realize what's happening. Some say, let's give her a chance. But she hasn't even received a single vote. Not one. And the truth is, we're not just up against a candidate. We're up against a system, a machine. And that machine is corrupt. So I encourage all of you, Go vote, do your research, and think for yourself. Winners think independently. This community is full of strong people, veterans, first responders, hardworking families, new parents, real people who understand reality. But we can't get comfortable. People say she doesn't have a chance, but we've seen what can happen before. We all have to do our part.
Did a video just a little while ago based on the polls that have come out. Now that the races have essentially set, now that it's Trump versus Kamala with the three other independents, Stein, RFK, and Cornel West. And in every single case, Trump is beating her. The national average, he's beating her by 3 points. And so I'm wondering.
Now they're pushing fake polls, trying to flip the narrative. I'm telling you, be ready, because here it comes. Even CNN admitted that a lot of the so-called momentum isn't real. Donations were frozen until Joe Biden stepped aside. Then suddenly, everything restarted with a new candidate. It's like they replaced one puppet with another. And now, all we're going to hear is gender and race again until November. That's why the country feels so divided. So much anger, so much hate, and it's been fueled intentionally. They label people as threats, call them extreme names, and spread fear. But when you actually look at the facts, everything is already on that list.
If Obama is sitting back in the shadows thinking she's got 2 to 3 weeks to turn this thing around, if she doesn't turn these polls around, which right now are showing that she got a little bit of a bump over Biden a month ago, which was his low point. She's got a little bit of a bump, but right now it is not anywhere close to 2020 levels. Her polling with 18 to 35-year-olds, her polling with Black and Brown Americans, with Black Americans, her polling with Hispanic Americans, her polling with women is all abysmal compared to 2020 levels. If that polling is anywhere near accurate, you'll see Trump up 10 to 15 points from the 2020 election, which would be an absolute shoo-in. So I don't know what's going on. Kamala Harris is wildly unpopular. She is not bright. She is frankly wildly stupid when it comes to the ridiculous things that she says. And it's going to be interesting to see how she runs. Does she run as a centrist? Because she's an extreme leftist. And the problem is everybody knows that because she basically was VP as a leftist. If she tries to pivot to the center, the Republicans can't let her. They got to stop that. They got to bring her back to her issues, to what she has said, to her complete border failure, 10 million plus illegal migrants in the country, fentanyl killing 100,000 Americans a year, the and murders of women across the country at the hands of illegal migrants. That's what it's got to be brought back to. It's got to be brought back to, if she wants to run on the economy, it's got to be brought back to Trump's economy, which was far better than anything they've had in the last 4 years. Inflation was 1/3. Food was 40% less. Gas, 30% less. Mortgages, $800 a month less on average.
Yep.
So they've got to stick to the issue.
Everything, every issue, every failure, it's all documented. Again, big shout out to Chris and the channel Courageous Media. Go check them out. They're doing great work.
I would also absolutely use the DEI hire mantra, because you just have to go back and play Biden's own words where he says he will only select a female. And I believe is in another speech, he said he would only select a black female. Go pull those videos up and play them over and over again as proof text that he limited the pool and selected simply from those demographics. We have to get away as a country from demographics and go to the most qualified people. I hope you enjoyed.
At the end of the day, it's simple. We need qualified people. That's it. We don't care about race. We don't care about color. We care about who can actually do the job. Look at the past few years. No respect, no control. And people are struggling more than ever. Families are suffering. And now, even people who were against Trump before, even registered Democrats, are starting to support him. Meanwhile, all they want to talk about is abortion while bigger issues are being ignored. So let me know what you think. Share this video, spread the message, and stay aware. We're in a fight, and everyone has a role to play. But most importantly, spread love. You never know what someone is going through. God bless you and your families. One love, always. I'll catch you in the next one.